Yo, what is up guys? Anthony here, back with another Destiny Child video here on the channel. And in today's Destiny Child video, everyone, we are going to be heading into the Ragna Break Season 19 event. Of course, the Kalaratri boss event. So we'll be testing out our average damage in today's video and hoping for a one-shot here in today's video as well, as we have managed to actually complete it on the accounts already. So the team has been performing very well with the boss, and it hasn't been too hard for myself. So I just wanted to share with you all my team, etc. here in today's video, and hopefully it does help you all out with your boss runs, and of course give you guys some additional tips as well. So here we are with the video. Let's head into the Ragna Break side of the game, and as you can see, I do have a ton of level 40 raids completed already. Just been testing some team comps and seeing if I can average a one shot, but it is quite difficult to average a one shot, I would say, with all of the RNG here on the Kalaratri boss skills. So sometimes she does stun your attacker, sometimes she does slow your attacker, and it can be pretty RNG heavy. I would say personally for myself, I do average probably on the range of 7.5 million to a one shot. Sometimes I'll one shot consecutively in raids, and sometimes I'll have double raids with 7 million damage only on the raid. So it's pretty weird, the damage, I would say. Of course, it does have to deal with all of these slow effects she does have, but overall I wouldn't say she is too hard of a boss to have good survivability with. And if you do have an ignited attacker such as Eve or Mafdet, maybe Virupa as well, you should do very well on this raid and achieve the one shot on this boss pretty easily. But enough ranting, let's head into my team and I'll show you guys what I am working with. So here we are in the child side of the game. As you can see, I do have my team up right now. Now currently I am testing this roster with Vispi instead of Newbie Mona. Now I did have another variation of this comp with two attackers. I did test Mafdet, Leo, Nerdy, Eve, and Lupin, but it still did give me the same results of about 7 to 1 shot average. And this comp does seem to be doing the same as well, but I have noticed a slight damage increase in this comp, I believe due to adding Thisbe. Adding Thisbe over Newbie Mona really didn't change too much, so I am still fooling around with the team comps and seeing if I can average more damage to a one shot consecutively in level 40 raids. But here we are with my current team. I am running Flower of Justice Mafdet alongside Leo. As you can see, Leo is +6, as well as Flower of Justice Mafdet is fully ignited +6. Next up here, we do have the newest 5-star water type supporter, Nerdy. Now she is level 50, 5-star. I didn't get to evolve her just yet, and I don't think I will be doing so for this raid, as she is doing just fine at level 50 and doesn't need the evolution as of now. Of course, I'll evolve her later down the line, but she does seem to be doing just fine at the 5-star status. Next up here, we do have Thisbe, fully ignited +6, of course. She does seem to be pretty decent here on the raid. I wouldn't say she's too outstanding, and Newbie Mona is probably around the same caliber as her for this specific raid. And last up here, we do have Lupin, 2-star ignited and +6. So there is Lupin. Of course, Lupin is amazing for Ragna Break, specifically with the slider comps. And overall, there is my team. As for the equipment, we do have the equips here for Mafdet. Now I did remove the armor from Mafdet, as I believe one of the skills on Kalaratri, specifically the Allure skill, does target the highest HP allies. So you'll want to have your attacker on the lowest HP of the roster so she doesn't apply Allure to your attacker units. So there is why I did remove the armor piece from Mafdet. We also do have the weapon here being the flask. As you can see, we do have some slide effects here, specifically on the second and third equip option of this flask. And for the first one here, we do have add 4.6% of HP to attack. So a pretty decent kitted weapon there for the Flower of Justice Mafdet. As for the high-res headphones here, basically we do have the increase by 540 on the first node here for the equip option. And the Soul Carta here, I am running the Moments of Respite Soul Carta for Mafdet. Of course, it does benefit the slider units very well. Now, I won't dive too deep into my made Leo and other units equips, but here they are. We do have a Passionate Mic here for Leo, as well as the Enamel Suit. As for the accessory, we do have Bari's Talisman of Solace, and for the final one here, we do have the Thrilling Poker Soul Carta. And moving on to Neardy here, we do have the Passionate Mic as well as the Enamel Suit, just as Leo, the Bari's Talisman of Solace, and the Showtime Soul Carta here, which is very helpful for the raid. And for Thisbe here, we are running the Passionate Mic alongside the Alchemist Gloves, as well as the Alchemy Kits, and the 5-star Prism Showtime here on Thisbe. Now, Thisbe is pretty kitted as I do run her in the PvP side of the game for my roster. And last but not least here, we do have Vanguard Lupin with the Bari's Folding Fan, as well as the Alchemy Gloves and the Alchemy Kits, as well as the Showtime Soul Carta. So pretty nice equips on these units. I would say they do benefit the units pretty well, and overall it does do the job just fine for this raid. So there is my team comp with equips, etc. As for the skill order here, we do have the slide here on Flower of Justice Mafdet, slide on Leo, slide on Neardy, slide tap tap on Thisbe, as well as slide tap tap on Lupin. As for the drive order here, we are running Neardy into a Thisbe drive and ending on a Lupin drive. So there is the drive order and skill order for my units. And with that being said, let's head into the Ragna Break side of the game and hopefully go for a one-shot here on the channel so you guys can see how my team does deal. But I am estimating somewhere between 7 million to a one-shot. So let's see how the team does deal in there was the run here on level 40 Kalaratri. As you can see, we did manage to one-shot the boss, so we were successful in today's video with the one shot. Now we did get pretty lucky with the crit RNG here on Mafdet, so thankfully Lupin did do her job and the boss didn't block out her crit buffs too often. As you can see, we did manage the one shot, 11 million damage, and of course here are the battle stats. Flower of Justice Mafdet dealing 10.5 million damage, and Thisbe in second place with 257,000. As for the damage taken, we do have Vanguard Lupin taking the most damage with 19,000, followed by Leo with 13,000. As for the HP received, we do have Flower of Justice Mafdet with 13,000 HP received, and second here Thisbe with 10,000. Now overall, the team did perform very well with the supports of Thisbe, and of course made Leo as well as Neardy, and the Lupin buffs did come in clutch for Flower of Justice Mafdet. Now overall, I would say my team still does have some testing. I would like to test some other supporter units and see if we can manage to average a one shot or very near to a one shot per every level 40 run. So I'll be doing tests here and there on my accounts, and hopefully we can manage to do so later on in the Ragna Break. But there is the one shot here on Kalaratri with my team comp, and overall, make sure to let me know in the comments section below how your team has been doing for this event. It doesn't seem to be too hard, so I am looking forward to hearing all of your damage personal bests here in the comments section below. And of course, feel free to share any tips you may have with this boss. Personally, some tips I have learned along the way is that you would like to have your attacker here on the lowest HP, and of course run Leo on slide, as the tap doesn't seem to be doing much during this raid. So my two tips would be to run your attacker with the lowest HP as well as Leo here on slide only. But like I did say, make sure to share any tips you do have here in the comment section below, and any team comps you may have been testing for this event, as of course I would be looking forward to seeing all of those comments, and others may find them helpful as well. But overall, there is my run here on the level 40 boss for Ragna Break Season 19. Alright everyone, so that'll do it for today's Destiny Child video, and of course our average damage test here on Ragna Break Season 19, Kalaratri. Now make sure to let me know how you are doing throughout this trial so far in the comment section below, and if you guys did have any luck so far with the platinum chest here on the raid side of the game. But before you go everyone, if you did enjoy today's Destiny Child video, make sure to leave a like on this one, and of course if you haven't yet done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the Destiny Child content and would like to stay notified for more videos here on the channel, as well as live streams here as well. But with all of that being said, I'll see you all in the next Destiny Child video. As always, thank you all so much for watching.